Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2018 Fantasy Alfa Romeo Career Mode here on Motorsport Manager. We're back with round number 6 today for the South African Grand Prix in Cape Town. And before we get into the race weekend, we've got some things to look at, like the staff, which is pretty damn low. And after a few of you guys suggested I should maybe just look into upgrading those, and that's actually a good point, that if we can't really do too much on the car, obviously I've talked about the issue before of, we've got enough funds. We've got a cool, 23.7 million. I mean, look at the income we have been getting lately. I mean, it's been pretty damn decent. Every single race, boss guy, whatever you want to call him, is very happy with the money coming in. It's just the fact that we don't have the staff to quickly build the car up, so we may as well spend the money on the other staff, like the mechanics, the designer, even the pit crew. Some of you guys were saying maybe they're getting tired, and they definitely are getting tired, so I need to swap some of them out as well. It's to be fair, this entire section is a part that I never had to even look at previously when I played this game, because they added this in an update, I'm assuming, whilst I had a bit of a break from the game. So need to look into all that stuff. For now, I'm going to quickly just fast forward this just so we can get to the car repair complete section and I can see what's going on there. We also have some sponsors to look at, but car repair's done. Improving parts. What are we improving at the moment? Obviously, we just done reliability. We are improving the new gearbox we got, so that's fair enough. What else can we do? I mean, we can do engine performance. We are doing engine performance. We've got one left on that, so may as well take that off. What else could use some reliability upgrades? I reckon maybe the gearboxes themselves. So let's go with that and that one, although we are getting a new gearbox in literally a couple of days' time, I should think. But let's go to the sponsors then. We've got 3 whole new ones for slot 3 and slot 5, so let's go over here. So we've got Esso, Rexona and Randstad. We've got 10 races, 13, 12. Fixed pay, and then the bonus payment. So we're not going to go with the bonus payment because we know we might not get 11th, or might not. We will probably not get 11th place, so we need to make sure we're playing it a little bit smarter on that. So in terms of over 10 races, fixed per race, that's higher, but also that's a longer contract. There's potential to maybe get a better deal after 10 races and 13 races, because we've seen before, there's been some pretty awesome deals that we've got, with the what was it, we got upfront payment of 3 million here. This was an upfront payment. This is fixed per race. This is the upfront payment. 12.5 million from Red Bull Cola. So you just never know. So I think I'm going to go with the slightly less money per race, but the deal's going to end faster, so there's more chance of us getting a better deal sooner. We'll go for slot 5. Then we got 2 different deals from AT&T, so that's kind of weird. Their marketing department obviously got confused about sending us 2 sponsor deals. And then we got our Oris, the watchmakers. That we're not going to do that again. Targets, that's 22 races long, 16. That's an upfront payment, though, so let's split that up. So let's get the ye old calculator out on my phone. So we've got 4.8 million. We're going to divide that by 16. That's going to be 300k per race. So we'll get more money per race for this deal. It's going to be a long-term deal. I think we'll go for it. We'll go for it because it is going to give us the more money in the long shot. And honestly, probably secretly, it's probably a good thing that I have a lot of sources of income that are trickling in, because it means that I've got a safety net every race. If I do get into debt later on in the series or something, I have a positive income coming in, even if we don't get the target position for a sponsor or something like that, that we have all these fixed payments, because that's a fixed payment, that's a fixed payment, that's a fixed payment, that is a fixed payment. The only upfronts have been the Red Bull Cola one, and also even our main Alfa Romeo sponsorship on the side pod is a fixed payment. So we've got a lot of fixed payments that are saving us every single race by keeping us in the green then. But this gearbox is going to be done in literally 5 days, so let's fast forward that. Performance work is done though in the car. We've got a male team championship target. We're 10th, currently worse than 9th. If I've not met the target by the end of the season, I will be fired. Right, so if I'm not 9th by the end of the season, I'm out of this team. So that's the target. Obviously, I said last episode, could we beat bloody McLaren? We could not, but they're 1 point away, and even Haas are 3 points away. Even Toro Rosso 10 points away. You just never know, and it looks like by here there could be some rain on the way for the race in Cape Town, so I'm looking forward to that. That's something that was being said a lot of times. Obviously, the AI aren't amazing at rain strategy, so that is going to be a really good place for us to make something happen. Right, so we got some emails here. The big picture dilemma, right. We rarely... Okay, so Jean Todd is talking to me straight away, one-to-one. We rarely speak one-to-one. We spent little time together, but I can already tell I'm decent, well-intentioned manager. Thank you very much. The press are spreading some vicious, nonsensical rumours that the GMA are running something called an offshore slush fund. What? Obviously, it's pure nonsense. I'd greatly appreciate some public support. It doesn't sound too preposterous. That's plus 10 the chairman happiness. Of course, bloody gutter press. Minus 10 marketability, plus 1 voting power. Right. But I don't think I really care about too many of the votes left that we've done. We've already done that. I don't care about a long qualifying session, not too fussed. Spec breaks, I'm not too fussed about spec breaks. And double points, I'm not too fussed. So I'm going to say, doesn't sound too preposterous. 10 plus to the chairman, because I need the chairman on my good side. See, look, that was a tiny little bump up. I need that, because we had minus 10 at Tondela, so that's just neutralised that. So that keeps me a little bit floating above in terms of how the chairman thinks about me. But we've got this gearbox being designed now, so let's have a look at that. We need to move one more day. Oh, we've got some F3 results at Cape Town to run through there, and then we'll look at the gearbox, please and thank you. One more day to go. There we go. Right, so new gearbox has been done. We can fit that to the car. That's going to be, not even the best one yet, but it has more potential. Well, actually, hang on. It doesn't even have more potential. It just got done faster, didn't it? So we're going to add that on. And I'm going to add that to reliability. Take those off, add reliability, and we're going to go about 6-4. We'll do that. Right, gearbox is finished. Let's build a new part then. So, the new part we're going to build now, we're 10th. We're nearer to the average, but we're still 10th. I feel like if we look at the calendar, what's going to be crucial coming up? So, the engine's going to get done around probably the British Grand Prix, I would assume. So, top speed crucial, medium speed and high speed crucial, low speed, top speed crucial, acceleration crucial, top speed useful, top speed crucial. You can see where I'm going with this. I think we need to just build a new engine, so let's go for it. Brand new engine, plus 10 on the reliability, and plus 10 on the top end speed. The current best we've got is there. The best we could hope for is 907. The potential we've got on the car at the moment for our engines is 880. So definitely going to be an improvement. It's going to take a long while. It's going to take how many days? 43 days. That's quite a long time to wait, but it is an engine we're building. So confirm part. There we go. And see, that doesn't even make much of a dent. We're 20 million still in the green there. So that's all okay. At this point, to be honest, we're probably just trying our best to somehow fluke a result into 9th. And then spend all this money for next year's car. Because obviously we didn't make this year's car. We just got given this year's car from the start of this first season. So when we can actually make the next year's car, we could make some good leaps and bounds for the team. That's if we're not fired. Obviously, that's a big if. But let's go to practice then. So, as I said, we've got some rain here forecast for Sunday. So that's going to make things interesting. Practice, however, and qualifying is all fine and dry. So it's medium tyre wear. Fuel burns low. Although it's medium tyre wear, I do remember tyre wear still being an issue that sometimes we got wrong in the past. So I'm going to go for 465. I think we'll probably end up using a lot of super softs maybe. I think that might be a good way to tyre, but we'll have to see how practice goes in that sense. But fit parts, so at the moment, the reliability and the performance is really just not there to warrant using that part yet. So we're going to keep it how it is. Unfortunately, we're going to probably have to wait till next race to use this brand new gearbox to its full effect use. So let's get into it then. Cape Town, see how it goes. Setup-wise, South Africa has got some decent straights to it, but it's got a lot of corners. It's actually one of my favourite circuits on the game, actually. I really wish they made something like this in real life, because it looks awesome, like going through roundabouts and stuff like that. So we're going to go towards acceleration. I'm going to take a guess and a stab. It's going to be more towards acceleration. We'll go on the super soft tyres and get some knowledge on that. We'll do the same for Charles, and in terms of setup, we'll do the same. We'll go, see, his is all the way to acceleration, like the default outside already, so that alludes to the fact I think it's going to be an acceleration fest in terms of the setup. So we'll go with that with Charles. Super soft tyres as well. Take practice, send them out, and bish bash bosh. Bob's your uncle, even though we don't know who Bob is, and we'll find out how we go. Send them out again. We got good, and good for Leclerc, so 86% already, so I think that could go either way, really. I think we'll bump it up even more on the downforce then, so I'd say that's about good. We'll go even lower on the acceleration. I think that's going to be about right, and then probably more oversteer as well, so I think that's going to be a positive step forward. Hopefully, knock on wood, it might be the wrong way, but we got 3 greats for Gio, so he started off better. Gio does have the better feedback, though, so I think that might affect things there, but so far, I've said stuff, and the game's contradicted me, and then I've said a correction, and then the game's contradicted me in terms of Gio versus Leclerc in terms of who is better. It seems like, on paper, for sure, Gio should be better, just in terms of, like, the setup every time, he's a lot better. But then, also, the game was telling us Leclerc was meant to be better with the emails at the very beginning of the season, and that seems about right, because at the start of every race, he has a good start. But then I also read in the comments below that Leclerc has a perk that I haven't seen yet, that his specific driver has a perk of being good on the opening lap, so maybe that's why. It's all rather confusing. In the end, much like real life F1, you can never really tell. A lot of it's masked by the car, isn't it? So we're going to bump this up just a tad. We're on great already, so I don't need to bump it up hugely. Just a smidge, basically, so that it's enough to get it to excellent, hopefully. So we'll send him out again, and we'll bring him in again for another kind of check on the setup, and then we'll leave them out there to go get that tyre wear knowledge. Seems like a lot of people on soft tyres, so may need to look at that. Well, looks like we've gone backwards a little bit, though, with Leclerc. Looks like he didn't want so much acceleration setup, so we're going to backtrack on that. We're going to go back to what we were. We're going to bump this up then, to so that could get to excellent. Where do we go? Did we go backwards on that? No, we did not. Okay, so you enjoyed this extra oversteer, did you? Yeah, you did. Right, but you did not enjoy. Right, so we're going to bump that to there. Did you like this? You're pretty much not even. You don't even care about that. So we're going to bump this up to about halfway between those two setups, and that might do something there. And then acceleration we've already done. So send him out again. Unfortunately, not what I wanted to do. 3 times going around for setups. But there you go. A little bit trickier on this circuit, I guess. 92%. So we've gone down 1% there. And all we've done is really just go down on the downforce. So going to use that. I'll bump you down a little bit then in that case. And then in terms of that, well, I don't know. Do you want more oversteer? Let's go to there. And acceleration-wise, let's bump you up to there. Right, back in. We got excellent and good for Gio. I don't know what Leclerc's on yet, but this is a little bit frustrating now. So we're trying to thread the needle of what's going on here. So we're good with that. We should revert back to where we were for the oversteer then, I guess. Maybe he wants understeer now. So let's go the other way. If it didn't work one way, let's try the other way. So go to that. Need to keep it where we are for the downforce. That's fine. Acceleration's great. That's good. So you're still not really happy with where you're basically just happy with where it was, oddly enough. So we'll go to there. Yeah, we'll keep it. Okay, maybe you even want more. Maybe you want a bigger jump in acceleration. I don't know. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, that's the last time. I'm going to send him out on a brand spanking new set of super soft tyres, and we're just going to keep him out there now for the entire stint. We'll do the same with Leclerc. I can't afford. We only got we got less than 20 minutes left, so I can't afford to keep faffing around so much. We're at 94%, which is decent. What do I do? I'm just going to leave him on that. I'm going to leave him on that. We can't waste enough. We can't waste more time. I need to get the knowledge on the tyres and the setup, and on the race trim, I should say. Right, a lot of people are using the soft tyres, so I'm going to bring them in now. We've got level 1 on race trim, level 1 super softs. Bringing them in, and I'm going to send them out on soft tyres, because I think, just like last time, I think a lot of people are going to end up using the softs, and we may have to as well. So let's go for that. And we'll do the same thing once Gio is in as well. Come in, sir. We've gone down on his setup, unfortunately. So I didn't change anything for Leclerc, remember. I did change it for Gio. And he's gone down. Even though he's gone down, he's gone up in percentage-wise, which is the funny thing. Okay. Right. So you just want your oversteer. You just don't care, but you just want it back to where it was, really. So you just want it to around there, right? Yeah, you just want it to around there. Downforce-wise, we kept the same. Acceleration-wise, kept the same. So okay, hopefully you can't complain anymore. Right, now I'm sending him out, and now they're actually going to do the entire 4 laps. Right, we brought Gio in. He's finished his stint. He's got 97% on that strategy, so he's looking good. We're going to go with another set of soft tyres. We'll send them out, because we should be able to get just about level 2 on the soft tyres, and we will get level 3 on the race trim. Unfortunately, you're going to have to compromise the super soft tyres for qualifying, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, really. Just going to have to take the hit in qualifying and hope we can make up the places in the race. There we go, level 3 on the race trim. We'll get level 2 soon enough on the super soft tyres. We'll bring them in now, and we might just be able to go out there and do some sort of knowledge, but probably not. We'll send Gio out anyway. I may as well send him out on a set of ultra soft tyres because we're not really using that compound, are we? Qualifying trim, yeah, screw it. Let's try it. Let's see what we can get in the dying few minute stages here. Send out Leclerc. Qualifying super soft tyres. I needed that to change that to 3 laps. Send out. Right, let's see how far they can get up the order in terms of that knowledge. I doubt very long, but let's see. I mean, that is shooting up pretty damn fast, but they've only got 3 minutes left, so if it's going to happen, it's going to be pretty damn close, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll get to about 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, I think 3/4 of the way there is pretty accurate as we go through to the final minute now, and practice slows down. It's going to speed up soon again, and I think my prediction of about 3/4 there by the time we end the session is going to be just about right. A little bit over, actually, a little bit over, and actually they continue to do some knowledge whilst they go back to the pits, but there you go, unfortunately unable to get level 1 on the Ultra Softs and the qualifying trim. But we've got level 3 in the race, and level 2 on the softs, and level 1... also, I think that was on the Super Soft. So we've got some variety, and Gio goes 14th there on Ultra Soft, so not too bad. Pretty short lap, actually. 1 minute lap time there. 1:03 that was, I think that is. So pretty quick AF lap here at Cape Town. But here we go. We're ready for qualifying then. So empty slots. We can't really choose much else, obviously. Better than what we had last time where we chose, I think, what was it? We had the... I think, no, actually, we did the same thing, didn't we? We chose the 2 hardest compounds. We didn't have a perk for the softest at all. So, setup-wise, we're all fine. I mean, I couldn't do too much else about Leclerc. We just have to kind of leave it there. So, take qualifying. I'll send Leclerc out this time now first. I kind of am swapping them, which one I send out first, just because they're both so kind of like... You know, one time Leclerc might show up in quali. Gio's been turning up lately, but then last episode he has an absolute stinker. So it was kind of odd. But yeah, we're going to go back to this tactic of kind of using ×4, sending them at this sort of the same-ish sort of time when they have some clean air. I think right about now would be the time to, well, bring that down firstly. Nah, there's going to be cars coming out right now in the pit, so let's not take them out just yet. Right, thread the needle, thread the needle, thread the needle. Thread the needle. Perfect and overheated there, unfortunately, for Leclerc. We're going to, keep Gio in for now. I'm going to send him out now. I think there's a gap there. Yeah, I think there's a gap just behind number 1. There may be a gap. Gio needs to speed out the pits, though. Come on, hurry up, mate. Hurry up, hurry up. Okay, here we go. Cool. I think you got some clean air, mate. I think you got some clean air. All right, Gio's been hit with traffic. He's got perfect and overheated, but he's got a car right in front of him that overtook him on the outlap. It's a Red Bull car, unfortunately, and he's actually gone and overtaken him, so I don't know how that's going to affect things there. At the moment, Leclerc's 6th, but obviously that will go down the order. But let's see what Gio can do to green sectors, as you would imagine, his first lap, but it comes across the line. What's it going to be, mate? It's, how many tenths is that? 2 tenths nearly down on Leclerc. Not too bad, not too bad. 6 minutes to go. Got a lot of traffic coming to the pits, but I think that might be the best time now to send out Leclerc on another one as Gio comes in on his cool-down lap. So ×4 there. Come down the pit lane and bring that back to a nice fast out lap. Right, I got perfect and overheated. We're so close to getting perfect on the bloody brakes that time because I went really quite slow as we came through the final corners. We've got quite a clean track here. So by the time Gio comes out, actually, I'm going to wait a little bit, and now I'm going to send him out because I think there's a little bit of a gap I saw on the mini-map there, just about behind car 19. There's quite a big gap, actually, yeah. So hopefully, yeah, he gets out in some decent clean air. Right, nice stuff. Right, what's Leclerc? He's gone green twice, so that's very good. He's gone green twice, so that could be a big improvement there. On his lap time comes across, it was an improvement. That felt like a pretty good lap. Yeah, Jesus, you're in 9th place at the moment, son. Let's see what that brings. Right, let's speed this up a little bit. Come on. Bring the tyre temps up. Perfect and overheated again for Gio. Much more overheated on the brakes. So Gio's definitely not as good on the brakes to cool them down. But at the moment, hang on. 3 minutes to go are just about rounding up. Leclerc's in 9th and Gio's in 7th. He's gone white in the first sector though, so no improvement there for him. But he's in 9th. Charles Leclerc, 9th place in the Alfa Romeo. Gio comes across the line. It's only 18th for him. But hang on. Fast forwarding the session. I'm just going to wait here. The final minute. Van Dorn's in 9th as well. Magnussen's in 8th. It's all a bit mixed up. We're down to 11th, but can we stay there? 11th, please? Ahead of Verstappen? I think that might be it. I think we have finished ahead of Max Verstappen. We've beaten a Red Bull. We've beaten a Red Bull, and the Toro Rossos are way down the order. Alonso's down in last. Van Dorn's in 10th. You've got Esteban Ocon doing well in 8th. The Grosjean in 7th. Perez 6th. It's awesome. It's good. That's very good for us. That's very good. We've got... Who else is kind of out of position a little bit? Hulkenberg's out of position. He's usually up there. Good stuff for us. I mean, Giovinazzi, not so much. He's down in 21st, but the grid's quite tight as well. You can see 310s covers from 11th to 21st. Decent day in qualifying. Very, very decent day in qualifying. Like, we were almost aiming for the top 10 there. That was almost... can we be in the top 10 here for Cape Town, which would have been awesome. And now you can see, look at that, spits of rain. It is raining at the moment. So this is going to be interesting. What tyres is everyone going on? We're going on Inters. That's the default it's given us. Is everyone going on Inters? Yes, it looks like. So the track's going to get damper and damper by the minute. Then it might get drier later on in the race. Interesting, interesting. So tyre-wise, I'll go for race trim and I'll go for soft tyres because there may be a good chance. Maybe it's a case of going from inters onto softs and dragging those out to the end of the race and trying something a bit audacious. In terms of this setup, not going to change anything. Obviously, we are starting in inters, so that's pretty much a non-brainer. And we're going to go to overtake mode and push. And we are ready for what should be, well, hopefully, let's take a moment, guys, and pray. Let's pray. Dear F1 gods, could this be the time? Could this be the race where we get the coveted points for Alfa Romeo? Please and thank you, let it happen. Right, it's showtime here then for the South African Grand Prix. We go to 5 red lights and we're going to be underway here. It's a good-ish sort of start there for Leclerc as we look behind Giovinazzi. He's down in 20th. Leclerc's gone down the order in 14th there at the very start of this race. What is everyone on in terms of their fuel? Looks like everyone's kind of pushing it somewhat. We're gonna, it's an okay race for fuel, so we'll be fine. But Leclerc is he's moved down 2 places. He's now battling for 14th, so the car definitely struggling a little bit in rain. So although I wanted some rain to change up the strategy, our car may not perform amazingly. But I'm kind of banking on the fact that maybe the AI do some really weird strategy when coming to deal with the rain. Let's look at the chart right now. Looks like it's definitely just going to get more and more wet. I don't know if that's going to be wet enough for the full wet tyres. I think that'll be fine just for the inters, so we'll just continue like this. And in that case, I need to watch the tyre temps. At the moment we're pushing, everyone's pushing. Well, actually, I say that now, everyone's on neutral, so we'll follow them, actually. Let's follow suit. And again, I need to remember to put this on auto. And let's just chill out now at the moment. But Leclerc is sitting pretty in 13th place, right behind Max Verstappen. Although the likes of Rowlands and Palmer and the Manor cars are 8th and 10th. What? The Manors at 8th and 10th. What is this? We try and go around the outside of a Renault of Sainz. Doesn't work out. We're stuck behind now the Manor of Rowlands, and that's going to push us back behind Felipe Massa's Williams car. Meanwhile, Giovinazzi is absolutely nowhere in 20th place, but we're going down the order now with Leclerc. We've been forced out there, and we're down to 16th place. Not good stuff. Not great. Not what you want. Let's go down to high, though, as everyone's on that. Literally everyone is on this strategy, so let's just hold station like this. Bottas has had an issue. What's happened to Bottas? He's trying to overtake us now. He's in 17th. He's now in 16th. So he had an issue. I don't know if he had a grid penalty or something. I must have missed that. But look at that. Whole gaggle of cars. It's a very close field at the moment here around South Africa. But unfortunately, just can't make anything work. Although we do go faster. Look at this night. I don't know if you'll be able to see what I'm pointing at if we go slow enough. Look at all these cars. It's looking lovely. Just if we could try and overtake them somewhere. But no, at the moment we're just getting pinched back and we're getting pushed back to where Giovinazzi is in 18th place, in 20th place with nearly us in 18th. As we can see, 2 cars going side by side behind us. That's Alonso and Ericsson. Alonso getting up the order. What's the rain saying? That's still probably going quite long. See, if it was going to end around lap 13, I would say let's start pushing, but just can't afford to do that, so we have to hold station here. We're now down to 17th place. Gio is up into 19th, but slowly we're pretty much finding our place on the grid. So, having said that, though, we come back, though, at a Manicar, up into 16th place. Rain still definitely there. You can see it is dropping around, that would be lap 15, 16. It's going to start slowing down, so I think an early pit stop for new inters is needed, because I think these guys may continue on and stretch their inters. Maybe, but I think it may be worth going on a new set, maybe. As we go down the inside, that's a double overtake for Leclerc up into 14th. Nice stuff, mate. Nice stuff. Right, I'm going to use the ERS here. Try and help Gio out. Get past these guys if he can. Down the inside of 2 cars. Come on, down the inside. There we go. Up into 15th. Lovely little overtake. So we're now 14th and 15th. So working nicely there. A bit of an ERS strategy, and we're going to use the same a little bit to maybe get away from these guys. Is that Renault's a little bit too close for comfort there with 40 laps remaining. A long old Grand Prix, because it is only like a 1 minute lap time here. Tyre wear is pretty poor at the moment, but we're still going on. Going to use ERS as we go onto the main straight here. Use a bit there. Go back to auto. Try and catch up to this pack ahead of us that you can see of 13th all the way up into 11th, really. Or 10th with Palmer there in the manner, probably holding people up. But Bottas only in 11th place in this Grand Prix. Still having to make his way up, whereas his teammates dominating with 6.9 ahead of Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. Rain on track now definitely is going to go down by the time we hit to lap 16. But is it going to be worth to come in? I think it might do. With only 31% tyre wear, I think it's going to be worth coming in for one pit stop. Because we're not even halfway through this period. Oh, do I risk it? Do I risk that? Do I risk that? I think we should risk that with one of these cars. And since Gio is the one behind, let's risk it with him. So I'm going to go overtake mode, push. I'm going to see what sort of lap times he can pull out right now, and then we'll pit in. Just worn tyres. He's saying worn tyres right now, so I think we should pit in now. Inters, yeah. Park conditions fine. Recharge the battery. Pit strategy balanced. Let's take that off auto. Use that straight away as we come into the pit lane. And I'm going to pit, yeah. So we're going to try this gamble. Extra pit stop. Might be worth it. Fresh inters. Let's go. No mistake on the tyres. Auto, there was a rear jack mistake, unfortunately, though. But he's going to use that. And let's see how he goes. Meanwhile, with Leclerc, he's in 15th place. We're going to go conservative now, because a lot of people are going conservative. And we're, at the moment, just ahead of Van Dorn. He's been overtaken by... Van Dorn's overtaken Carlos Sainz. We're closing up to the pack, actually, a little bit. But we're all going to continue on now for one more lap. A few people come in. Okay, maybe a good thing I came in then with Giovinazzi, because it looks like a lot of people are coming in, indeed. And there goes Gio. At the moment, he's in 23rd as I pause it, but comes down the pit lane, and he's still in... How's that happen then? Well, that's baffling. That's a little bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. Is Massa going to come in? He's going to make a move, Massa is, on Hulkenberg. Is he coming in? Yes, he is. Is everyone coming in? I think they are. Hamilton's in. If the race lead is in, I think we have to come in, but we've stretched it quite a bit. So attack, pit, inters, park conditions fine, recharge, pit strategy fine. Going to use all of that as we enter the pit lane and come in. Right, no mistake, please, no mistake, no... Mistake on the front jack, mistake on the front jack. And mistake on the pit stop, wow. We come out behind. God damn it, man. Seriously, team. Seriously. Bloody hell. Oh, of course, I forgot to do the bloody pit crew. There's too many... There's too many things for me to keep up on. I forgot to do the bloody pit crew. That's probably the pit crew being too fatigued and not being able to get off their asses to do stuff. Right, boost away. Go on auto now. Right, Leclerc, you're going to have free reign to just go out and attack, really. Just go out and attack. Right, he's up into 19th, up into 18th, up into 17th. Good stuff there from Charles Leclerc, but Giovinazzi's up in 12th place. I've only just realised that. He's been doing a madness. That early pit stop has come into play. People like Perez and Raikkonen, Bottas and Hulkenberg have gone for the gamble on dry tyres. That's a very, very odd thing to gamble. Right, Giovinazzi up into 11th place. We've overtaken the manor of Palmer. We've got Bottas making his way through, so he's finding himself some traffic. But you can see there, in one shot now, Leclerc is also catching up to this pack. We're really wearing out the tyres with the tyre heating there. We've got yellow flags, no overtaking. Magnussen has crashed here. Is there... That's a very dangerous spot to crash in, son. That's a very dangerous spot. Is there going to be a yellow flag? Don't think so. Going to pause that then. Right, do we come in now? Dampness is going down and down. I think we should come in again. We'll throw the dice again, I think, with Giovinazzi and come in for the dry tyres. So what we're going on? Soft tyres? How long do those soft tyres go for? 19 laps. Right, I think it's going to have to be a 2 set of soft tyres. Split the stints at the moment, 16 apiece, because we've got 49 minus 17. We've got divided by 2, 16. So do 16 on one set of softs. Change, another set of softs to the end. I think that's the way to go. Park conditions fine. Recharge the battery somewhat. Pit strategy in. We're going to use the boost. And he's going to be in. Right. Recharge. No mistake, please. No, mistake on the rear. Mistake on the rear. But he's out anyway. He's out anyway. Right, we're going to pit in now for this next lap. Soft tyres, park conditions fine. Recharge, 75% balanced. I'm going to take that off auto, blast that. Right, 31 laps remaining. We're up in 13th at the moment behind Hulkenberg on soft tyres already, so he's already on softs, and the track is bone dry now, although we do overtake Hulkenberg, though. We overtook Hulkenberg on inters, and he was on soft, so I think we're fine to stay out that long, and no mistake, thankfully, for him. On the pit stops, we're out, and we are ahead of Gio still. So actually, we got back ahead of Gio, so the gamble kind of reversed itself almost, in a way. So we're going to go on pushing medium, because we need to start saving the fuel somewhat for the end of this race. I was saying that, though. I need to put that on auto, And Bob's your uncle. There we go. Off you pop. Right, I'm going to conserve the tyres now. The tyre temps are shooting up somewhat. So conserve them. And then by the time we get towards that end of the stint, you know, around 16 laps gone on these tyres, we'll start to push them a little bit more, wear them out faster, especially with Leclerc, because we've got, you know, 2 extra laps of tyre wear in them. And then I think that'll be fine. But at the moment, we're in 14th. I would like to think some people up ahead, these guys who were on softs during the entire second part of the inter stint, will have to come in. Alonso on ultra softs, bit of a weird strategy for him, so let's hope we can jump up and make the gains, because, you know, I prayed to the F1 gods. I prayed to the F1 gods for some points. Please, F1 gods, give me some points here today. Right, sit rep at the moment. Charles Leclerc's had some decent pace. We actually got overtaken by Stroll and Van Dorn behind us. We re-overtook them then, and we're on conserve at the moment, and Giovinazzi's behind them. He's not exactly catching them rapidly, but he's keeping up with them. And if I go neutral for a little bit, maybe he can start to reel them in somewhat. But at the moment, both of them doing pretty damn well. I'm just hoping we can gain 3 more positions out of somewhere. But you can see 12th place a little bit down the road. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. Although that is Hartley in some traffic in a train of his own with Grosjean, Massa and Ocon, I think that is. So his fingers crossed. His fingers crossed. We've got Gio, though. Definitely is catching, you know. 5/10 faster there, nearly, on that last lap. So he is catching up to Van Dorn. So I'm hoping that he can try and overtake him and Stroll, and we can make this 13th, 14th at least. All right, sit rep right now. We've got Stroll trying to overtake Leclerc. Literally, we're going side by side with him. So he's also using some ERS to try and defend. Giovinazzi's still in 16th place, but he's falling back now from Van Dorn. He just got lapped, and he's being closed down by Rowlands in 17th place. He's coming to the end of his tyre life now. So I probably might tell him to push now for like a lap or 2, and then we'll come in. So I think what we're gonna do now is push, go on high fuel mixture, and we're gonna hopefully see him now basically do a good in lap. Minus 1.7 on that delta. So let's really push these things, and we'll come in at the end of the next lap or this lap. Should we come in at the end of this lap? I think we should. I think the undercut might be quite good. Although we do have some ERS to use, so let's use it instead. So let's push on. And we'll try and overtake the McLaren with some ERS in a straight line here. So, minus 0.3. Right, use the ERS down this entire straight there. Just deplete the ERS completely. Overtake him. Nice stuff. Now we'll come in. We'll go to another set of soft tyres. Park conditions fine. Recharge the battery now is worth it. 75%. Balanced pit stop. Right, you're in this lap, sonny boy. Come in. And we've got yellow flags. Oh, no! Really? Really? F1 gods, please give us a break. God damn it. Give us a break. Oh, it's it's gone bad. It's bad. Leclerc, he's crashed. It's not a good one for the Monegascan. Oh, bloody hell. Well, Gio, our hopes and dreams rest with you, buddy. Let's see what we can do with you, because Leclerc's just gone and crashed. I wasn't even pushing with him. We were on conservative tyre wear with him, so it wasn't like he had worn tyres and was pushing, and I forced him into the mistake. That's frustrating. Very frustrating. Anyway, we'll have to plough on. Let's just see what we can do with Gio now. It's all in his hands, really. We're getting lapped by a lot of cars, and we've just been overtaken by a car that was getting lapped there. You can see the Ferrari lapped us, and Rowlands used that to his advantage to overtake us. We're going around the outside. It's close. This is a little bit frustrating. Right, let's get past him, shall we? Use ERS. Use ERS. Come back at him. Come back at him. No, come back at him. Gio's in 19th, and it just doesn't seem like he has pace. He's just been overtaken by Sauber, and he's down in 20th. I don't know what's going on. We're literally doing the same exact thing we did last stint, and he's just got so much less pace now. Right, 6 laps remaining, and we're still in 19th. Wow, just great. We were in lofty heights of 14th before, in 13th with Leclerc, and Gio just He's improving on his lap times. It's just not enough. The others are just improving way more. And most of them are on soft tyres like us, so baffling, really. We've got enough tyre wear maybe at the end to push a little bit, maybe grab 18th, but we're basically just fighting the Saubers at this point. It's very upsetting. I really thought this was going to be the one. It was looking so good, especially with Leclerc. I really was curious to see where he'd go. And you see here, the blue flags screw us over. The blue flags have just made us lose one position again to the Sauber car now, because we're getting lapped by Perez. Just annoying. Right, I'm pushing hard now, and we're up into 19th again. We've re-overtaken the Sauber that overtook us. We've got 2 laps remaining. May as well use the tyres to their advantage here. We'll use a bit of overtake mode, really, on the engine as well. Try and get past this Sauber. Come on, up into 18th place. Thank you very much. Right, plough on, Sonny Jim. Final lap of the Grand Prix for the leaders. We'll defend, and oh, we're going side by side. We're getting a little bit close on tyre wear now. Right, use the ARS. Down this straight, use it all. There we go, and we're going to stay ahead in 18th place, I think, hopefully. We're right behind Van Dorn, I think that is, or is that Alonso? I can't quite tell. That's Alonso, actually. That's Alonso. We might actually be able to get Alonso on the line, maybe, as we use the overtake mode at the end there. Come on, push on. No, nothing. It's going to have to be 18th place across the line. Another bad day in the office, lads. Another bad day in the office. Frustrating, because I don't think I put too much of a foot wrong there, honestly. Leclerc just crashed, and my bad for not, doing the pit crew swap overs. That might have cost us, a few tenths here and there with Gio and Leclerc, respectively, but it wouldn't have mattered if Leclerc every time was going to crash out in every scenario. It's annoying. So still 10th. The good thing is, though, McLaren and Haas did not gain any points. Neither did Toro Rosso. So they're all 10, 3, and 1 away from us. So that's at least a good promising thing, that McLaren and Haas aren't jumping miles ahead of us at this stage. If we get one good race, I'm just holding out for one really good race where we can do that, where Charles doesn't crash out, rain comes in to help us a little bit, strategy comes into play, we do an undercut that's correct, and we're there. But we're still getting the money, 4.9 in the bank, thanks to the chairman and the sponsors. So can't complain too much on that front, but can complain definitely on the driver front, really. But before I go, let's quickly do this pit crew then, before I forget. So pit crew, these guys are really quite bad, so we need to swap some of them out, or we can just hire new ones, really. Right, I'm going to swap him with him. I'm going to swap him with him, because he's got a little bit better stamina. This guy's a little bit low as well. This guy's good, but he's not very good at anything. He's just an all-rounder, really. We've had some issues with our front jack, so I don't know. But these guys are really good at their respective jack duties, so that's the only annoying thing, really. There's auto-manage. Use auto-manage. Pit crew auto-manage. I will do that from next time, but let's see. Should we hire some people? This guy is pretty good at the rear jack. Is he 14? Our guy's 14 right now. Okay. This guy's good at the rejack, so let's choose him. Hire? Yeah, let's go for it. 200k bonus sign-on fee, that's fine. I don't mind swapping him out, so swap him out. Well, I need to click the swap button. Swap, and with this dude right here. Nice, okay, that's good. And what we can do is now we can swap this with that guy. So he was initially on the rear jack, he's now doing the tyres. So we've got a decent amount going there. Stamina's pretty low, though. Got an interview with Della Sport. Hamilton demolished the race. Do you think F1's becoming too predictable? Yes, this series needs a shake-up, I think. And that's going to add to the marketability. So I'm going to count that as a good answer. So on that note, guys, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to keep on hitting that like button. If you do want to continue seeing more of this series, then be sure to really smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been Aarava. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.